Hello guys, how are you? This is Neha and welcome India Learner. So today our chapter 9 has been going to be start and in the last video we have completed our chapter 8, that is Introduction to Trigonometry. Chapter 8 has been completed and now chapter 9 has been going to start. So uh, if the concept of trigonometry has been clear, then this chapter 9 will be based on the whole concept of trigonometry of the last chapter that we have discussed, that the introduction to trigonometry. So application of trigonometry. So in this chapter we will learn that how the trigonometry can be used in our daily life, or how the trigonometry can be used, and these are the application and uses of the trigonometry. It means we are going to learn the uses of trigonometry or the application of trigonometry. Yeah. So trigonometry we have discussed in the last chapter, that what is trigonometry and how many ratios are there and what are the values to find the value of trigonometry ratios. So that we have discussed in the last chapter. So if the last chapter is clear to all of you, then you can go with the chapter 9. If you have not cleared, yeah, you have not learned about the introduction to trigonometry, chapter 8, you have not learned chapter 8, you have not read the chapter, studied the chapter 8, then first of all go and watch videos of chapter 8 and then um, clear the concept of chapter 8 and then come to the chapter 9, because without any clarification of concept or basic part of chapter 8, you cannot learn chapter 9. Yeah, so you cannot understand the chapter 9 without the explanation of chapter 8. Okay, so in this video we are going to discuss the application of trigonometry. So here, to learn the trigonometry, which factors you should know. So first is, we know that the first exercise of chapter 8 we have discussed, that sine theta is equals to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Yeah, so in cos theta is equals to base upon hypotenuse. Tan theta is equals to perpendicular upon base. So these are the basic concept that uh, we are going to use in this exercise or chapter, that is application of trigonometry. So these are the formulas or the basic part of this chapter. So that we are going to discuss. One more point, that we should know that the how the sine theta, cos theta, tan theta work, and when we apply sine theta, when we apply cos theta, when we apply sine tan theta, we should know these values. Yeah. So this concept should be clear. So if we have a right angle triangle, if we have a right angle triangle, then two of its angles are acute angle. Then we can find sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. Yeah, where theta is an acute angle. So we can find the value of sine theta, cos theta, or tan theta and theta is an acute angle. So this is the introduction part. So now let's see if we have a triangle A, B, and C, and this is of 90 degree. So here is perpendicular, here is base, and this is hypotenuse. So if we are going to find the value of theta, this is theta here. Yeah. So this theta can be found by perpendicular upon base or by perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Yeah, of course. So here, this theta can be determined by sine theta, cos theta, or tan theta. Yeah. So if we apply sine theta, then the value is P upon H. So according to our formulas, sine theta is equals to is what P upon H. Cos theta is equals to what B upon H. Or tan theta is equals to what P upon B. Suppose karo this angle is phi, and if we find the sine, cos and tan ratios for with the angle phi, so it means we will put sine phi is equals to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So perpendicular is here BC, that is B, upon hypotenuse is H. Similarly cos phi, so if we find cos phi, then base is the perpendicular. So P is the base and hypotenuse is hypotenuse, and tan theta will be same. So there will also change something. So for phi angle, perpendicular is B and base is P. So these are the difference. Always remember that we have a right angle triangle and there is an angle theta. So this theta, the uh, सामने वाली side that is called perpendicular of the theta, and this phi and this perpendicular is this for this angle phi. So according to thetas, perpendicular side will be changed always. Yeah. So this is the concept of the trigonometry. So now we are going to discuss one more thing. So let's move and see. So height and distance, we are going to discuss height and distance here. So height and distance is also the same that we will discuss height and distance formula. So we all know that if again same if we have a right angle triangle and this is A, this is B, and this is C, and this is of 90 degree, and this is theta here. If we know this, suppose this is 5 meter, and if suppose we have to find this H, then how can you find it? Let the example, suppose, so example is here, that is ABC. Okay, so here is an example. ABC is an right angle triangle, and AB and BC, AB is equals to 5 meter, and we have to find the value of H. Yeah, so we will apply sine theta. So this sine theta is equals to what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse, and this perpendicular is 5, and this hypotenuse is what? H. We don't know the value of theta. If we know, suppose theta is 30 degree, so sine 30 is equals to 5 upon h, and this the value of sine 30 is what? Root 3 upon 2? Yeah, 1 upon what? 2. So sine 30 is 1 upon 2, that is equals to 5 upon h, and cross multiply we get h is equals to 5 to the 10. So h is 5 to the 10, and this is the answer of this question. Yeah, so by using height and distance formula, we can find the value of h here, that is hypotenuse. So distance can be found by the applying sine theta. If we know the theta, or if we know one or two sides of the triangle, then we can determine the third side of the triangle by applying trigonometry ratios formula. Yeah, so this is the example that we have discussed. Now we are going to discuss some more and more examples, so to clear the concept. So let's see what will happen. Line of sight, line of elevation, and line of dispersion. So this concept also discussed here. Suppose we have, this is a tower. Suppose, yeah. So if this line will make the theta with the base, yeah, or theta will make be like this, yeah. So this is theta, and this is also theta. If the angle is formed with the base and the hypotenuse, then this is called angle of elevation. If the angle is formed in the air by this imaginary line and the hypotenuse, that is called angle of depression. Yeah. So these are the theta value. So now let's see, next move to the next point. This is the simple concept, the simple point that we have uh, to tell you to for the knowledge. So now let's move to the next point. So here is an example. First, read the example very carefully and then try to uh, draw a diagram after reading and then see how can we solve it. A tower stands vertically on the ground. So here is a tower. So first of all, according to question if we go, then a tower is given and that is standing on a ground vertically. Yeah. From a point on the ground. So here is a point on the ground and that is the ground. And this is a point from the ground, which is 15 meter away from the foot of the tower. So it means this point is 15 meter away from the foot of the tower. टावर के फुट से ये पॉइंट 15 मीटर दूर. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower is found to be 60 degrees. So angle of elevation is formed between the land and the hypotenuse. So angle of elevation, that is the angle of elevation that is formed, that is to be 60 degree. So this is 60 degree. So this is A, suppose this is B, and this is C. Find the height of the tower. So we have to find the value of this H, A, B. Yeah. So now again, first of all, try to read the question and then understand it and try to make the diagram also, because without any diagram you cannot solve a single question from this chapter. You cannot. Yeah. So without any diagram you can't do solve any question. So first of all, try to understand the question and then change the question to a diagram. Yeah. So diagram will make it perfectly to understand you. So a tower stands vertically on the ground from a point on the ground which is 15 meter away. So according to question, AB is the height of vertically tower on ground. Yeah. So BC is equals to 15 meter, and this angle ACB, angle ACB is equals to 60 degree. That is given here. Yeah. So this AB is equals to, हम suppose कर लें यहाँ पर what, H. So now in triangle ABC, AC, then theta is what? Theta is 60 degree. So we have to find the value of H. It means perpendicular, this is perpendicular and this is base. So tan 60, we will apply tan 60. So tan 60 is equals to what is perpendicular? Perpendicular is AB. Or base is what? BC. Then AB is what? H, we don't know it. And BC is what? 15. So tan 60 is H upon 15. What is the value of tan 60? So tan 60 is equals to H upon 15. And the value of tan 60 is root 3 is equals to H upon 15. So here tan 60 root 3 upon 2 upon 1 upon 2. 2 to 2 cancel out, we get root 3. Yeah, of course, it is right. Yeah. So here hypotenuse, it means height of the tower is 15 root 3. Root 3. That is the answer. Yeah. 15 root 3 is the answer and required answer that we have to move. So now, this is the first example. So now let's move to the second part. Example 2. So example 2 is an electrician has to repair an electric fault on a pole of height 5 meter. Okay. So here is an electrician that she has to repair an electric fault on a pole of height 5 meter. So here is a pole. Yeah. So there is a pole that is 5 meter. And now she needs to reach a point 1.3 meter below the top of the pole. So this is the pole that is 5 meter and she has to reach this 1.3 below point. What should be the length of the ladder that she, okay, so here is a ladder that she has to use to reach the point. Yeah, so this is the base. So suppose this is A, this is B, and this is C. So this hole is 5 meter. If this hole is 5 meter, then what is AC? So AC is 5 minus 1.3. 1.3 10 minus 3 we get 7 point, and 4 minus 1 we get 4 minus 1, 3. So it means we get here 3.7. Yeah. So now let's see. One more point is what should be the length of the ladder that's yet we have to find the value of AB. Inclined at 60, which when inclined the 60 degree to the horizontal. So this will make the 60 angle here. Now what enable her to reach the required position? Also, how far from the foot of the pole should she place the foot of the ladder? So, first of all, what is given and what is asked? So, given electric pole AC, electric pole of height 5 meter. Now, so this is A, this is B, C, and suppose this is D. DC is the height of fault position on pole. Yeah, और ये कितनी हमारे पास, that is 3.7. Clear? BC is the distance between foot of the pole and this hypotenuse is what? What's the hypotenuse here? Ladder. Yeah. So ladder and the pole. BC is the distance between ladder and the pole. ठीक. An angle DBC, angle DBC is equals to 60 degree. That is also given here. Yeah. So according to question, we have to what we have to find. Find. Now we will learn what we have to find. We have to find the horizontal height of ladder. So it means you have to find dB. And second, we have to find the value BC, base. Distance between this ladder and this pole, and that is BC. Yeah. So these are the points that we have to find here. Now let's check the answer. Just a second. Okay. So I think we should make some space here. Yeah. We should make some space by erasing some points from here. We can't erase diagram because there is a use of diagram. So note it after pausing the video. You can note it and Now let's see. So, so here we have to find the value of BC. So 1060, we can apply 1060. So 1060 is equals to DC upon BC. The value of DC is 3.7 and BC we don't know, but we know root 3. So 1060 is root 3, that is equals to 3.7 upon BC. So if we are going to find the value of BC, so BC is equals to 3.7 upon root 3. So root 3 to root 3 rationalize, we get 3.7 root 3 upon 3, and that is the answer of this question. Now here we can find the value of BC also. Yeah, so BC can be find also. Now make some space here, just a second. So here we have to find the value of BC. We have find the value of BC. We have to find the value of A DB also. So DB can be find by putting 10 no sin 60. Sin 60 is equals to DB upon what? Sorry, DC upon DB. So DC is what? 3.7 and DB is what? We don't know DB. Correct? We have to find the value of DB. 10 sin 60 is what? Sin 60. What's the value of sin 60 here? Root 3 upon 2. Yeah. So here we will put it. So this is root 3 upon 2 is equals to 3.7 upon dB. So here root 3 dB is equals to 2 into 3.7, and this dB is equals to 2 7 is 14, 2 3 is 6 or 1 7. So 7.4 upon kitna आया हमारे पास root 3, and that is the answer of this question. Correct? So now let's move to the next question. So here is an example 3. Now check example 3. Okay, now come to the question. Example 3. An observer 1.5. Example 3. An observer 1.5 meter tall is 28.5 meter away from a chimney. So suppose according to question here is a chimney and here is an observer that is 1.5 meter tall. Yeah, okay. So 28.5 meter away from the chimney, that is 28.5. Now, the angle of elevation of the top of the chimney from her eyes is 45 degrees. So angle of elevation of the top of the chimney from her eyes is 45 degree. What is the height of the chimney? So this is 45 degree. Angle of elevation is 45 degree. Yeah. And from the eyes of the observer, these are the eyes of the observer. So from the eyes of the observer, angle is 45 degree. Okay. So according question is asked, what is the height of the chimney? That we have to find the value of h. Suppose this is small h and this is A, B, C. Suppose this is D and E. Now, let's start. See the answer. Now check given. First of all, we will write all the values that is given here. The first is CE is the height of boy observer. That is 1.5 meter. Yeah. BC is the distance between chimney and observer. That is 28.5. Yeah. Angle theta, and theta is what here? ACB. Angle ACB is equals to 45 degrees given here. Question is asked to find the value of height of the chimney. That we have to find AB. Find AB. That is हमने कितना माना है? H. Yeah. So first of all we will put 1045. 1045 is H upon BC. This is H and the value of BC is 28.5. 1045 value is 1 is equals to H upon 28.5. So here H is also 28.5. This is the small h. The total height of the chimney. Total height of the chimney is equals to AB plus BD. And AB is what? 28.5 and BD is what? 1.5. Because this EC is equals to BD. So this BD is 1.5. Now add, we get 5 and 5, 10, 0, carry 8, 9 and 10 again 0, again carry 2 and 1 we get 3, and this point is point to be taken, so we get the answer is 30. Yeah, so 30 is the answer of AD, that is height of the chimney. So chimney, height of the chimney is 30 meter. Okay, so this is the answer of this question, and that's all. So guys, uh, we have discussed the application of trigonometry. We have discussed the concept of application of trigonometry. So how can you solve the question, and which type of question has been come in the exercise, or which type of question are based in the application of trigonometry? So we have discussed this concept today here. So now let's work at home and solve the question, more and more question regarding this topic, that will improve the capability of maths, or to solve the applicable questions based on the trigonometry. So that will help you more. So practice, keep it up. Uh, so thank you so much for today. And one more thing is just a point, that you all have to share the session. Yeah. So add the students that you can, or your friend, your colleagues that can be joined. Our chapter 9 has been start, and if you have any problem regarding any topic, then you can share your problem on Telegram also. And that's all for today. And we have example 4 and 5 are left here, and you can solve these example at home. If you have any problem in 4 and 5 example, then you can share on Telegram. Yeah, so we will provide you the solution or explanation of that question in the next video session. Yeah, so that's all for today, and thank you so much.